Welcome to Monday, November 4th, 2024. This Day with the Podcast brought to you by Converse County Tourism. Douglas and Glen Rock, Wyoming are bustling with action this holiday season. Plan your excursion, including fun activities, beautiful downtowns, and historic treasures. Learn more at conversecountytourism.com. Well, we're going to have a very active week of weather. It's going to really depend where you are. There's some locations where 3 storms will affect you. There's some locations where maybe one of the 3 storms will affect you. It's going to really be a stretched out pattern causing different weather in different parts of the region of the western United States. We're going to have rain, snow, and we're going to have some bouts of wind, colder temperatures as well. Nothing brutally cold, but certainly colder than what we got used to in the month of October. It really looks like Colorado, New Mexico, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, you're going to have the most impacts. You're going to get the most rain. You're going to get the most snow. Now, on the edges, other states like Nebraska, Wyoming will be impacted as well, but not as much, as you'll see here in a minute. So the central and southern Rockies are going to do really well with some needed precipitation. Now, the third storm of the week, which comes in Friday and Saturday, needs to be watched. This is a cutoff low. It could meander and take a different course. It could go east, it could go more west, it could go more north, or it could go more south. And it's just something we'll have to watch throughout the course of the week, because the third system is going to likely be a big weather maker wherever it decides to track. A lot of mid and high level moisture causing a great shot of lenticular clouds there from the base of the snowy range looking east over the weekend. And you can see all that high and mid-level moisture coming in. The Pacific, very active, coming on in. Nothing to stop these waves from moving through. Here's that low that took a path south this weekend. We saw some heavy snow in the mountains of southern Colorado and northern New Mexico. Showers and thunderstorms on the plains. This system will scoot off to the east and will move away. But this system coming in right behind it will be a weather maker as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, causing wind, areas of snow and rain and colder temperatures again. And then as this system comes through, it's going to take a path all the way down to here later on, then come back again, as we'll show you here in a minute. So you can see the southern low this morning producing some areas of showers, snow in the mountains, showers and thunderstorms on the plains. On the back side of it, we have a little bit of patch of light snow occurring across some parts of Wyoming, especially in the mountains. All of this will be moving through, and then here's your next system approaching and coming on in. Now, as the next system tomorrow comes in, we are going to see some strong winds along I-25 and I-80 in southeastern Wyoming. We have winter weather advisories posted for Wyoming's western mountains in advance of the Tuesday system, eastern Idaho as well, and into the mountains of southern Wyoming, and then Colorado's mountains. I will tell you this, Colorado's high country is going to be under some form of winter weather advisory or winter storm warning for multiple days this week. Colorado's mountains are going to do very well in terms of picking up quite a bit of snowfall. And as you'll see in a minute, the plains as well. So here we are this morning, that low, the splitting low, the main part of the low staying to the south. This guy's going to hit up to here, and this guy's going to dive bomb into the south because we have the highs configured in the eastern Pacific and the southeastern United States. By tomorrow morning, you can see the rapid movement of these systems. The next system in British Columbia is diving south into Montana, into Idaho and northern Wyoming. So that's going to cause quite a bit of wind out ahead of it. That's why we're going to have high winds across the I-80 corridor and I-25 tomorrow as the system approaches and moves in. Cold, moist air comes in behind this low. And then as we look at the wind speeds, this is where the winds are going to be strong and gusty over the next 24 to 48 hours. Parts of Montana as well. So travelers watch for that. Nothing crazy with the wind, but certainly as these fronts get more active and stronger, winds become a bit more of a feature. This is basically the next 24 hours. This takes us through tonight. So you can see more moisture down south with that low exiting. Here's the next system approaching in from the northwest. So the activity today into early Tuesday with moisture is mostly going to be up here and in across parts of the southern plains. This is what the snow looks like over the next 24 hours. So Raton Pass, parts of southern Colorado into northern New Mexico, going to get more wintry weather there. By Wednesday noon, The next low that's crashing in from the northwest on Tuesday is going to break off and become what we call a cutoff low. And will go down into eastern areas of Arizona and western New Mexico. So on Wednesday, the system will get consolidated down south. This northern branch of the system heads to the east. This high will come up on top of it, and we'll have that cutoff situation. But there is going to be some weather. This is for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So more moisture down in New Mexico, southern Colorado, out into Kansas and Oklahoma. This is going to be rain and snow with the second system. You can see northern areas of Wyoming, Montana, northern Idaho here will get light to moderate snows, colder temperatures, nothing heavy, but a lot of this will be snow, especially over the higher terrain, and colder air will come in on the northwest side of this. So just kind of a blustery, chilly, unsettled stretch of weather. That's what the snowfall looks like with the second system. So you can see central and southern Colorado, northern New Mexico. There could be a little bit out onto the plains of northeast Colorado and southwest Nebraska with the Wednesday, Thursday system. So we'll kind of have to keep an eye on that. So that's the second system. And you can see it'll produce more moisture up here as well, up into the high country. Now the third system is basically the second system, but it's cut off from the main flow. So storm number 2 and 3 are the same animal, so to speak, but it changes, kind of like a butterfly, caterpillar into a butterfly here. It's going to go and sit down into this region here throughout the day Thursday into Friday. So that's going to keep northern New Mexico and southern Colorado really wet with rain and snow. But what the system is going to do, since it's cut off from the main jet stream, is it's going to meander. And this is where these systems are really, really tricky. So we can look at all the models we want. We have models that take it this way. We have models that take it this way. We have models that take it this way. All three scenarios are certainly in play, or a combination of these three. That's usually what the case is. But what we have to do is watch, because as this system spins, it will gather moisture. And as it spins, it will want to provide some upslope winds into this region here. So as we go past Friday into Saturday, it lifts northeastward. But again, it could end up being more here, or it could end up more here. We just have to watch it. We've got a few days here to figure out. But with it lifting northeast, wanting to come back up to the jet stream, it's going to produce a significant swath of moisture around it. And we can see that right here. This is the potential Thursday through Saturday. So storm number 2 and 3 really do a number on southern and eastern Colorado, northern New Mexico, the Panhandle, southwest Kansas here. There's going to be a significant amount of rain down here in the southern plains. On the back side of it, there could be snow. But again, all of this heavier moisture could shift more east, more north, or even a little bit more northwest. So we have to watch it. But if you're in this area right here, you've got a lot of wet coming this week, and you could see heavy snow. This is with the third system coming through. So we've got to watch this. This could be very impactful for parts of the high plains, especially Colorado down into northern New Mexico. So there's going to obviously be some travel concerns off and on this week, depending on where you go, really favoring this region right here. We'll see how things transpire as they go through. Then right behind that storm, this is next Tuesday, there's another strong Pacific cold front. And look, the high comes back to the eastern Pacific, and we still have the high here. So the pattern is going to be staying busy well into next week as well. Have yourself a good Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.